So I should share public. Where is publish?
What day is it? It's the 19th of March. It's
Yep.
my best pal from high school's birthday today.
Okay. Congratulations.
It's always a nice day. And we're here for All Things Go.
Indeed. Great to be here. And also congratulations to James because, well, keeping a friend since high school, it's really a great achievement for itself. Let alone just remembering, that birthday. And so why not we just, keeping of having great friends and making great friends here as well. So just let's share the link and let's continue the format that we started last week. So last week, if I go back to the task, we discussed about time and protocol parameters in Cardano and in Go. Uh, where is it? Here it should be the 12th. Yeah. And also, we kind of touched some other points, but we didn't really discuss about something, some stuff. For example, here related to time, handling the race contention for UTXOs, the concurrency stuff, and what are the relationship of all about to building a project, a library or code base in Go? We kind of answer that, to be honest. For example, you need to have understanding about the protocol parameters and the time, because regards to protocol parameters, the fees are important in your project. Doesn't matter if it is, an NFT or DEX or whatever. Fees are important. So who decide the fee? Well, protocol parameter. And the speed. Speed of blockchain is important. Again, whom decide the speed? Again, protocol parameter. And also about the time. Well, let's say that there are transactions and you want your project is fast. Okay, how many transactions you want to submit? How often, how frequent, all this stuff will be important. And same thing for your library. Let's say you are not going to write a library for, uh, like a fundamental library, like a transaction building protocol level library or something. You just want to write a library, or you have a library and you want to, integrate or support Cardano, whatever Cardano, some sort of API or something. And again, you have to know these basics so that your code will be compatible because of the timing, because of the fee, and your code won't be something constant, which needs always you or another maintainer to maintain that. So you should know that these are parameters. They can be changed in future. So you should be aware if you are writing a library, things is going to change in your library. How often? Well, you should look into the past. I bet in each year we have at least a hard fork, as far as I remember, and several, at least two soft fork. So yeah, those, or I mean, by the hard fork, soft fork, I mean, the releases again. So yeah, and then we can probably bring these to because I think we didn't really touch the important config. Maybe we can bring these to the next meeting agenda, but also we can add other stuff. So what do you guys want to talk about today? I actually heard that it would be good idea to talk about Cardano PBL, a Go PBL. I mean, uh, Go PBL. Any other things that you guys want to talk or touch on?
I got one.
Sure.
Yeah, like make thinking even a step beyond the Go PBL to what projects that allows people to contribute to. So we've got the Handshake and the Apollo Catalyst proposals. It'd be really cool to think about that course through the lens of it being a prerequisite towards contributing to those projects.
And shake and Apollo proposal, GPU options. Okay. So anything else, guys? If not, we can start and we can talk about the whole stuff. So regards to the networks, networks basically is again a parameter of I think protocol parameter as far as I remember, because let me actually,
Isn't network more the combination or the all
you
network
know,
parameters
I meant
together?
the network magic at the end.
Yeah, but that's just one parameter in the whole parameter file, and
Yeah.
that is just because otherwise you cannot have two different networks if you have the same parameters, like we have on preprod and mainnet. You both are running with the same parameters, and you would have the exact same network without without the network magic.
So here's the network magic Leon was talking about. It should exist in the Shelly Genesis. And this is the testnet, as you can see. The testnet network magic is one. I think other network magic should exist as well in the protocol parameters, but
I think in mainnet we
uh,
don't have that, but not
maybe
sure.
it's zero, right? Let's just be considered as zero.
I, I think that just do not exist. I think the network magic is just to have a different hash of that file, but should be easy to find out.
Okay. So also we have all 42 or something, but we can search about that. But the idea right now, as Adrian mentioned, having different networks means that you can have different blockchain simultaneously running next to each other or parallel if you want that, for example. So you cannot, I mean, that's again protocol level restriction, which a protocol parameter is going to help. So network magic most likely is some sort of function in the Cardano node code base that accept these numbers, or as Nadia mentions, probably is going to be hash of the file. Uh, we should not have several Cardano mainnets running everything, exactly the same thing. So if you want to, run your network, sure, you are free. I don't know the limitation of this number. Probably, the normal integer capacity. So it would be around 4 billion something number of network. But because things are going to scale in future, most likely we are going to use network magic more often because you have a network. And as Nadia mentioned again, probably we don't have network magic, but I remember we had something like a zero or something for network magic of mainnet. But let's say we have another sidechain. for example, midnight or something. That should have a network magic for itself as well. And that would be identification for that. So let's say there are these packages, there are the transaction, and you are thinking, okay, I want to route them between these networks. So I should know the kind of the address or the place or where is that network or how can I connect to that network. So this network magic is going to really help you. For example, if you want to submit a transaction, let's say Cardano CLI, let me find a transaction. Oh,
Mix, I looked it up. There is a network magic for mainnet.
there is. Would you please share the link in the chat? So yeah, we have a network magic.
And I'm pretty sure you would not be able to guess it.
Uh,
Love that. Yep.
sh-
Where is it?
okay, but why?
Line 61.
Um, Pre-prod used to have some wild number as well, and every time you wanted to hook up to pre-prod, you had to make sure you have it. It's
Line
nice. It's
61, Max.
simple.
Where is it? Oh, this is this the one?
Looks like yes.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
That's Charles's phone
Maybe
number.
is it?
or the tries deleted to start the mainnet.
Yeah, so well, here you guys, we have some mysterious number. Maybe there is a reason for this, maybe, but well, we have seen many things without reason, but maybe this is old and they have changed that. The system started 2017, and by system start, if you guys last week we talked about the genesis, again, the time when this network started, when this network is online, this is the time. But yeah, so the epoch length is correct. As long as, yeah, this is, I think, the actual genesis, actual Shelley. And yeah, epoch and the slots, well, let's say a slot is, well, it is a second, but let's say that we consider them as how hours and days in our, calendar works with each other. So let's consider a slot as an hour. So after 24 hours, we call it a day, we kind of reset that hours and we continue with, and increment the day. Like, hey, today was, let's say today was 18th, now it's 19th. So same thing kind of here. With epoch, let's call it epoch day. And that day needs hour. In the, our world, 24 hours would make a day. Here, 432,000 will make a day. But in the reality, if we consider a slot length is 1 second, this basically means 5 days. So for blockchain, they don't care it is a 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, or one day. The code considered as a day. So then this number reset, and then we have, let's say, epoch 500, and now it is five. We had 500, and now it's 501. And then again, this clock is starting based on the slot. But why am I calling this not like a second? Because it won't be, and I mean, it didn't uh, stay as 1 second. And probably future there will be changes. In order to make the blockchain faster, we should have, like quicker hours. Like, imagine you want to have quicker days. Like in some planets in galaxy, they have, quicker days. Why? Because under few hours, you can reset your day. Like, it's like, I don't know, 20 hours, and then you have a day, and then you restart. So
And
that's why.
mix,
Yes, sir.
but shouldn't we then increase the block time? Wouldn't that be better?
In,
Because you need a block that you can reuse a UTXO.
well, increasing block time, uh,
Decreasing, make the block time
decreasing.
shorter.
Well, decreasing a slot length is going to make it faster, but for Epoch, no, I don't think there will be a reason for making it faster or slower for Epoch, because as far as I understood, Epochs is going to help for the security and integrity. And for example, Chris last week also said that, I mean, regardless of Epoch has a relationship with the, staking and stuff, but if we want to say that there are changes coming for blockchain, we cannot say kind of on a slot of number of these changes is going to happen. We call it an epoch. Same thing with your real world, right? Like, hey, when do you want to go to the gym? Next Monday. This is that. But you guys know that Monday never comes. But anyway, this is not next Monday or that the Monday is a day. No one is going to say that I'm going to hit the gym at, I don't know, like 4 p.m. Okay, 4 p.m. when exactly? 4 p.m. today, 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. something. Uh, that's my understanding, by the way. So, Epoch is going to help for identification, okay, like locating the time on that block. But block time, I guess, as we can see it here, let me query the block testnet. Uh, Zoom in a little bit. So you see that if you query your Tesla, you will end up with this message. And the message say, hey, this is the block, this is the package, or this is the box that is going to contain all the transaction. And the block has a numbers, there is a tag. Epoch, I mean, that day, right? Like that this block was produced or is going to be taken care of under which day. And era, Conway, well, Era is, like that uh, release or, all the thing that we talk about. So, like Conway. The hash, I'm not sure exactly this is a hash of what, maybe the hash of block or all the, I don't know, something. But absolutely there are reasons to, sorry, there are explanation, sure, there are reasons, which you can find. And if you care about that for some reason, sure, you need to go and find it. And then a slot in epoch. So we can say like, okay, how long has passed from the date? For example, okay, 226,488 slot has passed. So it's kind of, we can say we are at the middle of the day, right? Like, let's say this is like a middle of epoch or middle of the day, blockchain day. And then a slot to end of the epoch. Okay, how long is going to, uh, take take to reach to the end of the day. I don't know if this is well, that's thinking for knowing that are you updated, are you at the latest or not? And if I just hit this again, well, we see this other stuff. So in my opinion, if we want to have a faster uh, blockchain, we should have faster slot. But let me ask this question. And actually, yeah, I'm wrong, right? I might be wrong. Let's find out. Uh, do you think if we touch epoch somehow, will we have this block or faster blockchain or faster uh, block production? Do no, 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 any.
It depends, I think, what you change, exactly what parameter. Because I think
What
you could change the uh, slots you have in one epoch, but you could also change
say if
yeah.
I, for example, reduce this epoch length to half, does that makes the blockchain faster?
No, it just increases the staking rewards because you have all of the time.
Mhm.
You get double the staking rewards.
Yeah, look, you get sooner. Like they are shorter, so your month is like you get paid sooner, right? Like let's say each month you're going to get paid. If your days are not 24 hours, 12 hours or 6 hours, so sure, you are going to have sooner month or end of the month, and then you get paid sooner. So I don't think, yeah, that's a place, but who knows? Maybe we have something related to the epoch. Also, we have a bunch of let me find that in the. So let me show you this wallet as well. So this is a wallet. Sure, yeah, I think whoever are used to this are familiar, and we can see these wallet stuff. It's not a stake. This guy should be a stake. And yeah, we can see that here we received this block for 202, but 203 is pending, 4 is producing, 5 and 6 is also delegated. So although, as we just saw, we are at the epoch of 204, what we received was just two epoch, like 2 days ago, kinda, right? Two epoch ago. And 203 is pending, so we haven't received anything. 204 is producing. Yeah, we are seeing like we are at the middle of the day or middle of the epoch. 205 and 206 are kind of secure. So if you want to change your uh, staking, or if you want to change something, uh, I think even if you want to hard fork, if you want to do something on protocol level, two epochs you should consider. Like if you want to, like these changes is going to be effective like some days, right? Like we heard this message. So here is 2 days. 2 days because you cannot, like once you are delegated, it's like you are here. Will you receive that reward? No. I think the reward is going to be again that snapshot. So yeah, there are about the timing and epoch things are a little bit not clear for us. So it is not like that if you have like here is 93,000 test data, and then you are going to get this reward, this staking reward for 206. No, it means just you are just registered, whatever you are. What it's just you cannot leave. I guess, but
That makes, I think the staking rewards are calculated on the epoch end, so on 202. I think
on
just the payment is
200,
delayed. Yeah, at the end, no, at the end of 202, so yeah, if
204,
203 start,
204, because this is the
yeah,
current. It,
yeah, no, but I mean, the rewards for 203 are already fixed, I think.
so it's already fixed. So if I, for example,
I
change
think
my,
I'm not sure. I think
uh,
the
yeah,
snapshot
that's
is
the thing.
the
I'm
end of
not
it.
sure either. I feel that, yeah, probably for 2 or 3, it is secure. So the staking rewards is going to be determined already. Like this, it is determined. For 204, probably not. Like the blockchain protocol, we don't know how much you are going to get. For 205 and 206, I'm not sure. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not sure.
Just reading the name pending sounds for me like yeah, it's produced, but you are waiting for it. Same for producing. You're not that's it's
Yeah.
currently produced. You're staking rewards.
So coming back to our question, like actually the question from last week, kind of like what are the relationship of all these things, all these above for building a project library or code base? Well, if you have a project dependent on the days, sorry, aka it's epoch, or slots, or these rewards and all these stakings, for example, you should know that someone has 100,000 ADA. How long I can rely on this 100,000 ADA in my project, in my code base, you should be aware of it. You should take care of that. Uh, so yeah, and I just saw this message from Scott that has the KES already been discussed? What does it stand for? I don't know, but let me actually add this.
There was back in the JSON file when you're going through epoch length and slot.
Yeah, that one that defines how often an SPO has to rotate their pool keys.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, interesting. But James, this is comes from your experience, right?
Yeah, you that's and it's a parameter I've never seen it change right in the modern era.
And what does it mean, keys? Like the
KES, you have like a rotating hot key and you have a cold key. We can look at that together. That's we can look at that together anytime.
sure,
Like it's the
but
time you need to renew the certificate.
certificating for what exactly, Shanti?
It's a
For
way
the
of make
for the state
oh
pool.
Jonty, sorry.
Oh, it's the
Sorry, I didn't hear Jonty.
Hello, James.
Hey man.
mm. Okay. At 62 is the seconds, or I don't know. Is it the second? Like, what is this number? Uh, I don't know. I think many people doesn't know. Uh, and here's the thing. Again, going back to that question, I cannot say like we are in a perfect situation. We have everything documented, everything's perfect. But yeah, because we have this situation, there are numbers, there are things that you should be consider of. Uh, Absolutely, if you want to write your project, something which is reliable for you or for other people who are going to use that code base or project or library or whatever, absolutely you need to look into it. And for every single uh, values or every single things you have to, pay attention. Unfortunately, maybe there are.
Mix,
uh,
I don't think you need to know any of these parameters to have a simple DApp.
No, no, no. It depends on your depth.
Yeah,
Depends. If you have a depth regarding to the stake pool, well, absolutely you should know what the this KES evolution means. But if you have a dApp which is just like a simple mintings or or text or something, no, absolutely not. Actually, maybe you won't know about any of these at all. Like I've been in some projects building, stuff, and I've never actually I don't remember I've heard about something about KS, but oh, sorry. But for example, here's James and Janti, because they are stateful operators, they've heard that. Do they have that this deep knowledge? No, but they knew about that because, well, it is related to their business. But will that matter? Yeah, if you are providing some sort of, I don't know, stateful operation services or stateful uh, you know, for example, library or the one that, for example, Blink Lab was working. Like, where is the Blink Lab? So GitHub, which is really good things for, the mempool and the staples operators. Where is it? On there, I think this kind of B. Well, most likely you need to know what is this KS, probably. But anyway, let's move forward. And then but let me go to the check. Oh, range down. Yeah, well, sorry, but this is the reality, right? So, the interval is around 90 days. So probably that's yeah. So yeah, bootstrapping a network. Well, I think when we get into the code or Golang, can talk about it. But uh, I don't know about the race because I think we talk about network enough. Let's talk about the race condition and contention of UTXO. Let me show you something. If I still UTXO block visualization. There was this website actually, which was showing, yeah, I think this is the guy. It has some pretty nice, interesting, yeah, showcasing again what is happening with blockchain UTXO. So let's wait for the loading the data. There are many things, there are many data there. It is loading. Takes longer. Should I reload? Reload. Maybe my network. Yep. So, we talk about all this UTXO stuff. Um, um, I think it's going to help for some visualization. Let me share this link in the chat. It is pretty interesting website that shows you UTXO in nice visualization. Like so when I said that, talk about, all this packages, the boxes of UTXOs. Which maybe, yep, okay, it came here. So this is the UTXO, like this is very small UTXO, but can we go with some other block? Like this is the block. We can see that the info, the block list, like the TPS right now as per block per since October. That's kind of, but we can see, the block size, epoch. This is the mainnet, by the way. Show spend on a spend. Okay, now we have a big UTXO. So you see that this is a transaction. This box is a big transaction. And inside that transaction was very, NFT, like really great number of NFT. So all these are exist inside the block. And this now we just went to produce another block. You can see like, yeah, it's just new block is empty. Here is the top, and another one is going to be, minted. And then, if I remember, there was some other information that this is also the they have the pending mempool as well. So yeah, we just got bunch of this is a smart contract, interesting, spent, but this was inside the transaction. Oops. This is a live stats. Well, Aussie, some wanna spend some Aussie. Yep. Probably this was a DEX. Why? Because I'm seeing the script reward. There is this, kind of zero withdraw trick, they call it, that you can use it for efficient way. But it's interesting that we see Plutus version 2. We haven't seen Plutus version 3. But who knows? Maybe we'll see Plutus version 3. Not yet. This is just coming. Interesting. See that this is a kind of visualization of the whole, blockchain, and now it's inside this block. Anyway, yeah, in the chat, Scott mentioned that there is this document about generating the keys. Let me copy link that. I'm going to share it. Oh, never mind. So these UTXO that we saw, which we saw it as a box, these are UTXOs. You see, this box, this is the UTXO. This box, this TX is actually that's a UTXO. This box is actually again a UTXO. So once this UTXO is created with bunch of mini stuff inside it, quite big UTXO, right? Uh, if someone wants to spend that, if someone wants to, use that for some whatever reason, there should be a line. No one can touch this simultaneously or parallel. No one can just, touch it. And in Go, actually, things are pretty fast, and people needs to take care of that so that your code or, your library or whatever doesn't touch this UTXO at the same time, because uh, this is I guarantee that one of them will fail. But which one uh, depends. Which one is faster. Hence race condition, and the faster is this means actually it doesn't mean that much anything, because it can be faster based on the time, based on the computation, whatever. So yeah, the UTXO, I just wanted to show that what do we mean with UTXO again. This is the UTXO. It's pretty fun to just poke the UTXOs. But yeah, we have this kind of we call it some people call it issue, some people call it it's actually great. But we have this thing that we should be really careful with Go, because how fast it is. Another language which are fast also for transaction, building or interaction, and they should not touch a UTXO at the same time. And that's I wish Chris was here so he could have shared some of his experience with this issue actually. But yeah, that is was and any Uh, okay, and let's actually look into the Go PBL really quick as well. So just want to reach this level. Where is it? Come here. So Janti said that you renew your certificate by rotating, creating new your stake pool keys. Mhm. Okay. Um, why it didn't share this link as well? Yeah, it's so yeah, for example, this GLY hash, if you want to write something around that, we should know about all these
Yeah.
keys, all this
It's
stuff.
it's helpful too to have just some background knowledge. When you operate a stake pool, you actually have to handle several different sets of keys. You can see those listed on the top right-hand side, right? Your cold keys, KES, VRF, and you can read into the purpose of each of these. But at a really high level, the cold keys never change, right? Those should be kept on an air-gapped device. They should never see the light of day. Um, the KES keys are, you should be similarly careful with them, but they're kind of the way of managing, the heartbeat of the stake pool operator. You have a way of saying it's every 90 days or so. Hey, I'm still here. I'm still operating this pool. Here's a fresh set of keys that show that this is still a working concern, right? And so it wouldn't be responsible to rotate cold keys. We want something that is, right, instantiated and never changed and kept fully secure. And then as this added layer, you must also have valid KES keys. And when they expire, your stake pool is no longer valid, right? So if you don't rotate them, you will stop minting blocks.
Interesting. So you should be really, it is really good that they implemented this security. But let's say that you lost these keys or someone stole it or obtained it. Well, they will, sure, they will now control the stake pool. Besides, I don't know, let's say retiring the stake pools. Will they be able to do something else? Like, I don't know, withdraw something, doing something else. Like, I wonder, let's say that I lost my keys, that someone stole it. What would be the potential dangers?
Well, I
Depends
mean, oh,
which
go ahead.
keys.
These
Depends
keys,
which
stake
key.
pool keys, like let's say all of them,
Then
the
you are not
cold keys.
then you are not the owner of the stake pool anymore.
Yes, that's right. And maybe you shouldn't have been operating that pool in the first place.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
like losing your signing key.
Right.
So if I lose the whole things, do I have the time to do something? Like, let's say, I have this key and someone now obtain it. Like for example, in a wallet situation, if someone finds my seed phrases, uh, immediately my wallet is in danger because
Yeah,
now the
same for
person
this
can,
one.
is it same?
Pretty sure. But James, maybe you know more.
I mean, yeah, if they have all your keys, they own it, right? And it's just a matter of you racing to replace them. But the good news is they do need all of them, right? To corrupt your stake pool. You would never, you can't use the same keys as payment keys and stake pool keys. So that's good, right? So they can't like drain your pledge, but they can change the parameters of your pool. And
So yeah, like let's say that you lost this key and suddenly your pool become untrusted community. It's like, well, what is this, what the hell is this pool is doing? But there won't be any fund lost.
right. There might be a deposit lost. I would have to read the docs again, right?
Mhm.
Like if you have a deposit, can they claim that? I need to read up on that.
Yeah. So again, going back to our stuff, if you have a DApp, decentralized application regards to stake pools. for whatever reason, maybe you are going to help the stateful operation easier. Instead of them having three key, you are going to take care of that and provide one key, or you will change the whole verification, sorry, KES rotation and stuff. You will do that for them. Why? Because, well, there are stateful operators who are lazy, and who doesn't want a lazy, solution? Why not? Even for sacrifice, for sacrificing security and many other stuff. But if you want to provide these sort of services, definitely you need to go into deep depth of this. And sure, if you want to do it with Golang, yeah, you should be really careful about implementation. But this was really interesting and fun. Personally, I never encountered such thing. Like I didn't have a interest in the stateful operation, but yeah, that's really interesting. Here you can read about all these keys. Errors needs to live like a taker, and I see Scott. Yeah, concurrency is the issue with UTXO, EUTXO, correct? Yeah, EUTXO and UTXO, and well, the reason is we don't have. It is not an account-based blockchain. It is a UTXO blockchain, and that means we have a local estate and global estate. Local estate belongs to UTXO. So if you do something, we don't have something here, let me here. If you do something here, it will only affect the state of this transaction. Spending, unspending, do whatever you want, destroy it, stall it, whatever. It will only affect this particular UTXO to this particular transaction. That's all. That's what we call it local. Global estate, no. If you have this transaction and it is bad, or if you want to do something, everything on the blockchain is going to be affected. For example, Ethereum, like it is like that. So that actually not only create a slow uh, blockchain because, well, everything is connected with everything, and everything needs to be accounted, take care because of this whole global state and account. Why they call it account based? Because there is this accounting, like an accounting book. It's like it's not the ledger, but it's like an accounting that take care of all these changes and global. So the nature of that is like in the global state, you can do many things at the same time because there is this account that take care of everything. Like you and me and someone else wants to do a transaction, that account book, that program is going to take care and look into it and kind of manage this simultaneous interaction. But here, because we don't have that tool, code, whatever people call it, and everything happened inside one transaction and one transaction only, uh, you cannot do that because let's say you do many things with your transaction and then you want to submit it and you just find that someone else just took that. So whoever is faster is going to be the winner. Whoever submitted. Sure, there are many other rules, like if you are the owner for the funds that you're going to spend or the smart contract, many things, like many other conditions. But just for the sake of the simplicity and explanation, uh, the transaction we have this grace condition, we have all these things, and it was inside this paper was stated like that purposefully. Like they choose this purposefully. Same thing with Bitcoin. They choose to do that purposefully. It wasn't like something they didn't know. And one of the reason for uh, having this sort of system, which has concurrency issue, maybe actually it's slower than others because of this whole system, because everything's linear, because of addressing the issue of reentrancy problem. Reentrancy means that, or double spending as well, means that you can spend a transaction twice or several times. That's the issue, and no one should be able to do that. So Bitcoin address it like that. It's very linear, strict, without any uh, flexibility or side effects, just very strict and deterministic. And Cardano took that as well and just added another layer for more computation, for a smart contract, all these tokens, NFT, and natively. Like the difference is like we have a Bitcoin and we have Bitcoin OS, and that OS, well, it's an OS, so things might get wrongs in the OS. It is not the main network, but here is main network that take care of everything. But yeah, once we look into the code of some project or something, we can see these really fast that, yeah, I want to spend this UTXO and someone else wants to spend that UTXO. And yeah, it goes really fast and we will encounter this issue again. But going back to the Go PBL, yeah, let's look into uh, Go PBL. I wonder what is the status of the project. Namia. Let me change this to the view that you can look. Okay, browse courses. We should have here. Sorry, Cardano Go project.
Hey, Mix. I was just called into another meeting. I'm sorry.
No problem.
We can keep it going. I can make you the host so you can keep it going. And
Sure.
um,
Thank you. No problem.
sorry about that.
We'll look into the course and see what is available and what is not, and what other people want to look into, and then we continue our discussion about this PBL next week. No problem.
Yeah, perfect. If you guys can keep going with that topic. The recording's going to stop when I leave. So if anybody's watching this and you want to be part of these conversations, just make sure to find the link on gimbalabs.com/calendar. And yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, talk soon. Bye.
Bye.